Hello everyone. How's everyone going? Nen M, yo, what's good? Hey man, we'll find out what's good today. Chilsey, good morning everyone. Good morning to you, Chilsey, and hello to everyone else. Now, I was actually thinking about doing the stream a little bit later because I think the 1556 past 5 is it? Past 4. Actually maybe past 5. Something is opening in the 1556 KvK, so I thought we maybe stream a little bit later, but then I thought maybe we'll cover that tomorrow. So that fighting, if it's worth watching, it'll be there tomorrow as well, so we'll probably check that out tomorrow. But then I thought it's probably a good idea trying to see how I can set up my marches for the 1365 KvK. So in this KvK, we got 1365, we got 1846, and we got quite a few big kingdoms here. So this is going to be a crazy KvK, and I'm in the KvK, so I kind of need to set up my marches and all that. And then, yep, level 5 pass opens later. Yep, so that's what I was kind of thinking. But then I kind of decided to go the other way, because it's kind of late for me when the pass opens, so we'll probably do a stream around the same time tomorrow, and that's when we can see whatever's the remaining action from that KvK. Now in the title, I did mention that this is setting up marches and crafting for a free-to-play player. Now there's a couple things I need to probably clarify. This account isn't actually a free-to-play account. This is my alt in 1365. I got 72 million power. That's VIP 15. And then it got a decent amount of power, but no kind of kills here. Now, if you guys know our channel, then you probably know the history, but I'll still cover it in short, just in case if people have questions. So this account actually used to be a alt account for me. I started doing a restart project, and when we started the restart project, the first thing that I did was I maxed mina. So this account actually has a maxed mina. So I'm just kind of explaining, this is not exactly free to play, but this is the most relatable thing to a free to play. Now, what are the other spending that I kind of do here? I'll show you what are the other spending that I kind of do here. So we go through the history and then we talk about the marches and everything. And you guys need to help me on that, by the way. So anyways, other sort of spending, I do this. I buy the gem supply. Every time the gem supply finishes here, I actually buy the gem supply. And I normally do it during, what's that event? Not more than gems, recharge event. That's when I normally buy it. And that's the only general spending that I have. So I bought mina, that's like years ago, more than a year ago actually, I think. And then since then, the only spending that I do is the gem supply. And the amount of gem that you get, 650 a day, surely, even if you're free to play, you can kind of, farm that gem, or you can do AoE barbs, whatever, and it doesn't make it like a spender account just because of the gem. And I mean, the gem supply. And then on this account, I actually don't really play that much. So only when there's a KvK, I will be a little bit active, but then otherwise I'm just gonna send my marches out a couple times a day maybe. Now, during KvK, one other spending that I do is this. I buy the gem supply. What is that? Can't see that here. It's somewhere here, right? Yeah, I don't know where to show this anymore. But then you know what I'm talking about, the gem supply, the $5 or whatever you spend and you get the gems. It used to be here somewhere. So I'm not talking about, I don't even buy the daily offers, which is the minimal level of buying, I guess, if you want to say that you're spending into the game. And that's good value as well. And I don't mean Conqueror's Will. I don't buy that. But then I meant the gem supply, the thing that this one, yes. Premium season crystal supply. So I bought that, and then that makes your crystal mine work faster. Okay. So that's that. Now, other thing that's probably worth mentioning now, how do I say it here? So it looks like I have been playing this account for about 2 years roughly. Is that a little bit over 2 years? But then seriously, the last KvK that we had in 1365 against, what was it again, 1254, 1556 and 1875, that was the only KvK where I properly played this account. So after being a restart sort of project, it remained more like a, how do you say it, more like a farming account. So it was pretty much there with me as a farming account and then nothing else. Okay, so that's the history of the account, if you want to put it that way. Now, let's have a look at the commanders that we have. And then we can kind of talk about how to set up the marches. So we'll go into the marches in a little bit. So commanders that we have, I have so many 5511 commanders here, it's not even funny. But then there isn't that many that is, you know, sort of usable. So say for example, I got Richard 5511 or 21, but then in Season of Conquest you don't want to bring Richard out, right? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Constantine, somewhat on the same boat, 5511, probably not worth bringing out. Mina, I mean, that again, that's the only commander that I maxed early on when I was spending in this account, but then even Mina isn't that great in Season of Conquest. Charles, I got 5-5. So this is like full on 5-5. Actually, Charles is not bad, 5-5-3-5. And then we got Saladin, that's a decent choice, 5-5-5-1. Now, why am I taking through Abdullah? Is 5-5-1-1 Charles with Ethelflaed usable? Yes, that's usable, definitely. And that's the sort of conversation we are kind of trying to have here today. So if you look through, I'm taking you through the commanders just so that we can have a conversation around what do you guys think I should be using. So I'll take you through my thought process. If you want to kind of participate in that and give me some advice, that's cool as well. And I'll kind of try to set up my 5 marches and then kind of try to do, I guess, some crafting to support those 5 marches. Now, Khan 5511, he's not usable. He's not even usable at max, so let alone 5511. So far, going through the commanders, Mina is kind of an option. Charles 5535 is definitely a good option. I'm not using gold heads on him. I want him to naturally get there when he gets there. We definitely had Saladin at 5551 usable. Khan kind of not an option. Alex 5511 is definitely usable. He's not the best, but he is usable. So we're gonna kind of keep him in mind as well. And looks like I was using Ethelflaed Max for an account like this, which is borderlining free to play, definitely usable. See Jack, hello everyone. Hey Jack, good to have you on the chat, man. And then we got Attila. Now Attila we got at 5111. What's your thoughts on that, guys? Is this something we can use in any formation? I kind of think we can. So we'll keep him in mind as well. So Attila, obviously, you know, better max, but then at 5111, I mean, sort of like a starting point if you really want. So that's an option. Okay, now hit and run NM. Yeah, with Attila you can do hit and runs. It's not a bad choice. Attila, I think, is one of those commanders where maybe after 511 the next point is max, so in the middle there's kind of nothing. Okay, then we got Guan. Now Guan is 5111. So again, now you probably can relate to this a little bit more. Why did I say this is a free to play kind of set up 5 marches and free to play kind of set up, you know, equipment and all that. So now you can hopefully relate a little bit more. As you can see, Guan 511, and I'm obviously using that Guan. That is definitely relatable to free to play. Going down, Ramses. So he's someone I'm using at the moment as well. By the way, guys, just because I'm using them now doesn't mean that I have to keep using them. So this is where your kind of recommendation comes in as well. So Ramses 5511 is definitely usable. Normally I would try to kind of hope that I can take him to 5551, but then with Boudica coming out, I don't want to use my gold heads on other archers, so I obviously want to save the gold heads for Boudica, because just from the skills looks like they're going to be pretty good. Bro, at least do Guan 5115. Yes, Abdullah, that's a definitely good comment. So some people like Guan at 5115, some people like Guan at 5151. I think 5115 is actually better, what Abdullah said. So if I had the gold heads, then that would be something that I can go for. Now, keep in mind, it's not just the gold heads. If you want to go for Guan 5115, then you sort of need to have some of the skill resets as well, because landing on 5115 is not going to be that easy. Now, there's something random that I have maxed here, which is Zenobia. Now, why do I have Zenobia maxed here? So that's a lot of gold heads. So this account obviously didn't win a lot of MGEs. I got the unlock, and that's all I got. And after the unlock, all I could do is pretty much use my gold heads. So why did I do this? And not just Zenobia, I kind of went for YSS as well. So the gold heads that a normal everyday free-to-play player would be able to gather, they really shouldn't do what I did here. And I can kind of explain, and this is more like my excuse. The reason why I got Zenobia and YSS Max is to do with how this used to be my big farm account, and I wasn't planning to bring it over to a fighting KD and kind of fighting with it. So I kind of maxed these two commanders here so that I can kind of act as a backup Garrison through my ult. So I don't have Zenobia and YSS. I don't have YSS maxed in my main account. So if I needed to kind of, you know, hold on to a flag, I could use this account to do that. So that was the plan. That's why I did that. But then this, now that I'm in 1365, where there's zero possibility of this account ever doing any sort of Garrison, this is such a big waste. With all those commanders, I could have invested in something else. Bro, what's the best value you can get from Boudica's skills as free to play? So when I looked at it, I definitely noticed that even at 5111, it was kind of better than some of the options that we have. So Boudica, even within her first skill, had quite a bit, but to be 100% honest, I don't remember whether it was the second skill or the third skill that looked OP. So her second or third, one of the other skills kind of looked very good on top of the first. But Boudica, just like Guan, I mean, Boudica is not similar to Guan. I actually think Boudica could be even better than Guan, or at least on par. But either way, see how I can kind of use him. Like I know this is not the best, but you can kind of use him at 5111. So Boudica to me is similar. So there's one of the skill that was really good. I just don't remember which one. But then when she comes out, then we'll definitely cover that in a video or a stream or something along those lines. Okay, so we were talking about Zenobia and YSS, how I kind of wasted that. And then we got Trajan. Rich Bellico, hello. Hey Rich, hey man, how are you going? So Trajan, now this is where this is another waste. 5511 to me is not kind of a good idea for Trajan. Trajan needs to be maxed. So when I use my Trajan in my main account, I started using him from 5551 in the main account, and he kind of didn't give good results. So he only gives, well, at least to me, he only gave good results when I maxed him. So but by that time I have already invested a little bit in Trajan, and I made it 5511, and now I don't have the capacity to max him because of the gold heads. But then he's not really usable. Like, you know, in Sunset you use him, but otherwise it's not good. So to me, he's kind of a waste as well. Unless you can max him, 5511 doesn't work on Trajan. That's my kind of take on it. Now, Honda 5511 is better than a Trajan 5511, even though I like Trajan as a commander better than I like Honda. But then with Honda, for a free-to-play player needing it, like you kind of don't need to max him. You can kind of use him 5511, but then with Trajan you can't. Like I tried even 5551 and it didn't work, as I mentioned before. NY backup, any backup epic commanders? NM? Nah, not really, man. I mean, so when it comes to epics and legendaries, so most legendaries at 5-5 already become better than epics. So because I have so many 5-5-1-1 legendary commanders, it kind of doesn't make sense to go for epics, I think. Ichi, I think 5551 is better than 551. Oh yeah, man, obviously. So Trajan 5551 is usable, but then for the main account, I kind of didn't still, like compared to the other matches that I had, I kind of didn't like it. But in the alt, if I had 5551, then would be usable. But just the 55, not good. That's what I meant to say. So I think we are kind of on the same page. Rich, 5511 gang, haha, yes, man. So this account is the 5511 account. And that's why I'm taking a bit of time just having a conversation before we can kind of go in and do the marches. So when we are trying to do the marches, guys, keep in mind Honda, because we can probably use him somewhere. 5-5, not bad. Now this is a must use. Even at 5-5, he's better than some of the other, I guess, 5-5-5 commanders. And there's a bit of a good question here around, like, what do I do with this third skill? Third skill is very good, very important, and I definitely want to have the third skill as well. But then in this account, gold heads doesn't come easy, and I can't like take away Boudica from my head. So so Boudica is someone that definitely we need to invest in. So I don't know whether maybe I come back to him after I get the Boudica to 5-5 or something along those lines, and then work on the third skill. Now KvK not obviously investing anything, but then he's very close. So like there's just one skill left, and even that one skill is on the barb side of things. And increased attack at the expense of reduced defense. So in a way, this KvK is almost as good a maxed KvK. So if we do want to use him, we can kind of consider him as a almost maxed commander that we have. Not that KvK is suitable for Season of Conquest at all. Ichi, you need to stop small investment onto F2P accounts, especially with SOC tech. Having 3 solid combo is way efficient. Ichi, that's not a bad call actually. So having having three solid marches, and this is one of the most common recommendations that people give as well. So definitely that has value. So what Ichi is saying, guys, is rather than having all these 5-5 situations, 5-5-1-1 situations, I should probably consider having 6 commanders maxed, which gives me 3 solid marches. Now that definitely is a good way to play. Now I can kind of explain why I'm doing this though. So there's 2 reasons. The first one is, like, say for example, if I did that, then when CPO and Nevsky comes out, then I'll be like, you know what, new commanders came out and I want to play with them, and I kind of don't get to, even though that's more efficient. And the other 2 things sort of to mention. So say for example, when I'm playing in a KvK where a lot of people are gonna take out a lot of marches, it's a strife of 8 with like 14 kingdoms, and we're 1 KD, and then this one has 2, this one has 2. So as much as I think my marches are not gonna give me good trades personally, but then as long as more people take all their marches out, you kind of get a bit of a better value, even though that's personally not a good value, but for the kingdom in a way it's a better value. So that's kind of my explanation of why I'm kind of going with that. Return of Archer meta. Yes, Archer is going to be quite good. And then Isaac, Hello, Ladus. Hello, Isaac. Rich Beleko. Yes, I agree. For good trades, less resources consumption with 3 solid marches. Yes, definitely. Now, the other kind of thing, again, that kind of comes in a calculation is the KD that I'm in. So 1365, now I'm in JST. I'm not always in JST, but then like when you're in the bigger sort of KDs, in bigger sort of alliances, you get a lot of chests. And you know what that does? That gives you all the speed ups that you need to be, I guess, healing. And then when it comes to resources, even as a free-to-play, you can have many farm accounts, right? So even though you're personally maybe not getting better trades, and I definitely agree, personally you wouldn't get that great trades, but then in a way, from a KD point of view, like the KD is giving you speed ups and the resources, you can have many farms, right? So in a way, as even though you're playing with T4 most likely, or a mix of T4 T5, and then if you take 5 marches out, in a way it helps KDs. So say for example, I myself, if I stop taking 5 marches and just take 3, not the end of the world for the KD, right? But then if half the people does that, then in the field you have a lot less marches. So again, that's kind of my justification. Saku, even though I agree with Rich and Ichi that from a personal point of view, definitely taking 3 solid marches make more sense. Saku, hey dude, what's the best use of reserve, to train new T5 or to upgrade from T4 to T5? So say for example, if you're talking about an event where you're trying to win the event, which is training related, Zenith or MG or something, then upgrading T4 to T5, that probably makes sense using reserves. And then otherwise it kind of doesn't make a difference, I guess. So when do I use them? So I use them when, say for example, if I know that there's a MGE coming up and it's gonna be free and I want to score high, or I know that, you know, within like a month Zenith's gonna come and then I want to participate, then I would probably use reserves, just so that like the 30 days or something from the 50k reserves counts towards your points for that event. But then whether you're playing with T4 or T5, rather than analytics, it kind of depends on whether you have the resources and the speed ups to play with T5. So if you're playing full T5, definitely you get more value. If you're playing with mix T4 T5, you get half the value. If you're playing with just T4, you get like less value. So it's the efficiency concept kind of doesn't come in there, it's to me at least, but then it's more to do with whether you have the speed ups and resources, because T5 is obviously better. Many Rock, hey Ladus, you should check out 1429 KvK. We're doing 1v4 next zone in a couple of hours. Many Rock, okay, so I'll keep in mind the number 1429. We'll probably close the stream in a couple of hours because I got Ark tonight as well, but then we can definitely check it out tomorrow. So if it's good action, hopefully it'll last till tomorrow and we can definitely check it out, because tomorrow I plan to stream just to cover KvKs. Okay, so we were up to Nevsky, and then we talked about KvK as well, Mulan. So Mulan is not really most people's favorite commander. So in the main account I use a max Mulan with a max Trajan, and then that kind of works. Like I get why that's good there, but then in this account 5533 Mulan, I don't think she kind of makes the cut, just like how the Trajan didn't make the cut here. Tien Viet Q, hey bro, hey man, how are you going? And then there's CPO. So my CPO is 5551. A CPO at 5551 is definitely usable, and he's probably better than most of the other commanders that I have. So this is a march. I mean, this is not a march. This is a commander that will definitely include. Now, beyond that, there's probably just one commander talking about. So Caesar, obviously not. YSG max, so that's the first commander everyone should max, so I did that as well, and no regrets, and that's definitely good value. Obviously we'll include him. 5511 Leo kind of makes a case, but my Leo is 1111 here, so no conversation. Artemisia, no investment, no conversation. YSS, I mean, even at max, not good for open field, really not. Like it's not even worth the conversation, so no. And then we got Herald. Now Herald is 5215. Now this is a good Herald. So the second skill kind of doesn't matter because this is for rallies. The second skill is low, so I can kind of live with it. The first skill being max definitely helps, and the last skill being max definitely helps. Now this skill here, I mean, I want to have it, but then again, like the lack of gold head, so I don't know what to do. Don't know whether to go for Trajan, I mean not Trajan, whether to go for Herald or Boudica. So again, that Boudica question kind of comes in. Why you max YSS? Rich, I was explaining that earlier, man. So this used to be my farm account in the same alliance as my main account. So I maxed YSS and Zenobia so that with this account I can play backup Garrison if needed. Now that it's not the case, like it's in a different KD and I'm trying to make a fighting account out of it, it just doesn't make sense. So it was, from that perspective, it was alright, but now that you look at this account in isolation, this is like a big mistake. So I kind of wish I didn't. Like if I knew I was gonna start playing with this account separately, I wouldn't have. I see. Well, you know what? One of the things that I should mention we tried today is, today we are not streaming at 4K. The reason why we are not streaming at 4K is because I wanted to try out ultra low latency, as in see how fast that interaction is in terms of when you guys ask a question, I answer and all that. So that's why, and 4K is not supported in ultra low latency. So it looks like the questions and answers are quite instant. So I kind of like that. So when we are looking at KvKs where, you know, resolution matter, we are going to do the 4K with like normal latency. But then when we are looking at something within the account, we're going to keep it ultra low latency because I kind of enjoy the conversation side of it. Yeah, very bad investment for free-to-play account. Yep, I agree, Rich. Huiji, what commanders have you got max beside Zeno and YSS? Good question, man. So we kind of went through most of the commanders. I got YSG maxed, and this is where my free-to-play question kind of comes questionable, where I maxed what's his name, Minamoto. But I was just explaining to everyone that when I started using this as a farm account to rally and whatever, for some reason back then I had a lot of money and I maxed Minamoto, but then since maxing Minamoto, the investment is gone. FM Status Studio, hey man, how are you going? Good to have you here. Now scrolling down, so let's cover all the other commanders. Let's just check if there's anyone else worth talking about. Now this is definitely worth talking about. William at 5551 is definitely usable and very good. I mean, obviously Max is better, but then 5551 is the most common William that you'd probably have, so we will definitely keep in mind as well. Takeda 5511, not bad. 5511 is kind of usable, but then Takeda in general nowadays is not kind of the best call. Wow, F2P with Max Mina, very impressive. Rich, stop mocking me, man. So I explained, yes, this is an almost F2P account now because I'm not spending on this account. However, I did max Mina. Now it kind of survives on gold chests from 1365, which I'm very grateful for, and I make sure I use all those speed ups during KvK. FM Studio, Saladin William or Saladin Nevsky, and is Attila worth investing in to pair with Nevsky? I'm not rally leader. Okay, so if you're not a rally leader, then the Attila Nevsky, you kind of don't need to worry about it. I like Nevsky William rather than Saladin William and Saladin Nevsky if I had kind of a choice. But then if your Saladin is already 5551, then use the Saladin William for now, and then maybe kind of work on the Nevsky to replace the Saladin. So between William and Nevsky, if you're talking about 5551, then the William probably adds more value, I think. Okay, so any other half-done commanders? Well, there's quite a few. So LC not worth talking about. Almost like it's good to have these two commanders next to each other because they're the most useless commanders ever in Rise of Kingdoms. Now he's kind of alright, but you're not gonna use him in open field. He's kind of alright, but then unless he's maxed, you don't really want to use him in open field. By him I mean Mehmed. Freddy, even at max, probably not that great, but Mehmed max, you can use him in field, very good. Chandra, I'm sure it's 111. Yep, not worth talking about. Nebu, nah. Okay, I think that's pretty much it. I don't think there's anyone else worth talking about here where I have made any investment. Now you guys know. Rich Pelico, sorry, hey man. No, all good. It's just having fun. Okay, so guys, based on all the commanders that you looked at, I'm gonna quickly take you through them. So let's see if you guys can advise me what to use. Hello Ladus, I just got my dagger. Which one is next, horn or ring? Okay, you know what? Beefy Tam, I got the same dilemma as you. And most people are going to say that it was a mistake in terms of what you did, but that's exactly what I did as well. And I kind of feel like it was a mistake. I'm not too sure though. Like I can explain why that's the case. So look at my equipment, and we're going to talk about equipment today as well. So I had a dagger before I got a horn or I got a ring. And the reason why that happened is because you get the dagger from the other event. I forgot which one. But there's one of those gem events where you can get the dagger from, and the horn and the ring, obviously you have to get it from the KvK shop. So I got there faster, that's why I did the dagger, I think, and then I had to choose between the horn and the ring, and I chose the horn. So that's my answer, man. I think the horn is better, but realistically, if you and I didn't do the dagger but we went for a ring and horn, that is probably a better call. But it is what it is, right? Like you get things when you get them, and you kind of have to kind of use them. So I could have gotten the dagger and not made it, but then who is that patient? I'm not. Like I wait 2 years. 2 years later, do I know whether I'm gonna play Rise of Kingdoms? No. Okay. So guys, commanders. Quickly gonna go through all of them, and let's see. Then we can start doing the marches. So. Constantine 5511, Richard 5511, Minamoto Max, Charles 5515, Saladin 5551, Khan 5511, Alex 5511, Ethelfled Maxed, Attila 5111, Guan 5111, Ramses 5511, Zenobia Maxed, Trajan 5511, Honda 5511, Nevsky 5511, kind of. KvK literally maxed. Mulan 55 something. CPO 5551. YSG maxed. Harold 5115. William 5551. Takeda 5511, and that is pretty much it. What the WTF is this account? Hey man, this is my farm account. Don't laugh at my farm account. It's not actually a farm account. It used to be a farm account. I'm trying to make it a fighting account. So it went through one proper KvK, and it's about to go through its second proper KvK, and it's in 1365. I'm trying to make sure that I make the most out of this account. So this is my second account where I don't spend much, and you know, it is what it is. Yum Cookies, hey man, thank you for your subscription. Hi, just a new subscriber. How long have you been playing? So man, I have been playing, so actually, you know what, I kind of sometimes I feel shy playing with my alt, but hey, I got a decent account. Usually I know what I'm doing when I'm talking about the main account. So main account, good. I have been playing for about 3 years, but this account, this is the second one. So this account, technically I have been playing for 365 days, but just explaining how this used to be my farm account, and technically I only played this account as a fighting account for 3 months because I only had its first proper KvK here, but not really. Attila Takeda usable in K3. No, FM, I don't think Attila Takeda is usable in this in KvK 3. It's Season of Conquest Commanders. So 4th KvK. Hopewell, which should I get, the horn or the ring for my Guan? Ooh, I would go for the horn. So doesn't matter what the commander is, I would always go for the horn because I like casting skills faster. To me, that means more than doing more damage because you're doing it more frequently, and the first skill matters like a lot the first time when you cast. So it kind of changes the battle altogether. So I always like a ring more than a horn more than a ring. Okay. So guys, let's do the marches. So looking at the commanders, let's do one at a time, yeah? So let's talk about archers. So archers is definitely going to be the easiest conversation. So I think I can take out one archer march here. Now the YSG is 40, so the YSG is going to be the secondary. And in terms of the primary, what are the choices do I have? So I can use Ethelflaed here. Ethelflaed and YSG for this type of an account is not a bad call. But then compared to the YSG, the Ramses is probably a better choice at 5511. Now, other than Ramses, let's look through if I have any other archer commander that's even worth talking about. Actually, I know that I don't have any other archer commanders. If I had a 5/5 Nebu, that would have been a better option, but my Nebu is 5/5 only, so it doesn't kind of make the cut. That's not a conversation. LCD is never a conversation. I can kind of put my Honda here. So Honda 5511 and a YSG. So have any of you guys used it? What do you guys think? For the primary to be the primary for YSG, Honda or Ramses? Honda plus YSG. Okay. Now that's actually probably not a bad call because you know what? Honda does more damage. That's a positive. Now the negative is Ramses is a bit more tanky, and Ramses casts skills a little bit faster. Like the normal 1000 Honda takes forever to cast, right? So there's a little bit of an issue there. But otherwise, Ramses is not AoE, Honda does more damage, so it kind of does make a little bit of a sense. Again, just saying Ethelflaed may not have been the worst choice, but then this is where the dilemma kind of comes in, like as in not planning properly. So let's have a look at the equipment side of things. So if I'm doing that, what do I do with my archer equipment? Because archer set, when you're using the set, that's a very good decent bonus that you get. So you got troop attack 3%, you got troop defense 3%, and then the archer set in general, if you look at the archer side of things, it's not a bad call using like a full archer set. Now that's then gonna be a waste, right? And the second thing that's gonna be a waste is talents. So when you're using archers, so see how we can kind of take into the whole archer tree. So if I go with a leadership commander, I don't get that value. So in a way, this is good. And the last thing that I'm gonna mention is, like, say for example, one of the reasons why I again kind of go out with 5 marches is so that I can quickly garrison and I guess refresh garrisons and rallies. And then if I'm taking Honda primary, then I'm kind of looking at using mixed troops. So that means I can't join a archer rally or garrison, right? But you want to take out marches with whom you can readily do it. So in a way, can you show your garrison gear, please? So man, in this account I got nothing. So this is my old account. It doesn't specialize in anything. It only used to be a farming account. So at the moment, Garrison wise, I mean, if I had to Garrison, like let's say city Garrison, so obviously still gonna be Zenobia, and Zenobia doesn't have any equipment here. So I think I got my better equipment on Guan, so I would probably transfer that to Zenobia. Yeah, Guan definitely has the better one, so that I would probably transfer to Zenobia. Okay, so based on all the things we were talking about with our archer situation, Honda and YSG probably is a good candidate, but just because I have a almost full crate archer set, even though it's an epic set, but still, and then how we need to garrison and join garrisons and rallies and all that, so we probably end up going with the Ramses and YSG. Now what are we going to do? We're gonna put some T5 and we're gonna then put some T4. That's how we will probably fight in KvK. But then for now, I'm just setting them up for Ark. So I'm just gonna set up all T5 because this is for Ark. Okay. So that's our March 1. So we got one march set up, and we'll talk about equipment a little bit later. But first, let's get the marches out. Then we can kind of focus more on equipment. Now for the second march. Now archers, we can't do anything. So in terms of our second, third, fourth, fifth, we probably have to go to infantry and to cavalry. You know what? There's something else I need to say about this archer march. So at the moment, you know how it's Ramses and YSG. So what I think would have been ideal or would be ideal in the near future is probably Boudica and YSG. Now, why would it be Boudica and YSG? Because YSG you can work on for first 3 KvKs and then you can work on Boudica. So it doesn't overlap your investment period and whatever. So you have one commander, YSG, probably close to max or maxed by the time you enter Season of Conquest, and then when you get into Season of Conquest you work on Boudica. You can start using Boudica from 5111, and that's obviously the new Boudica, as in Boudica Prime Boudica, that one. And then you have a very decent archer march, better than probably the Ramses. Okay, that's all I wanted to say about that. Now let's take out the second one. Now, in terms of the second one, let's talk about cavalry. So, which are the cavalry commanders that I have? So, Max Mina, that's an option. Saladin, 5551, that's an option. Nevsky, 5511, that's an option. So, we already got 3 choices. Now, remember, we have to make 2 marches out of this. So, 1, 2, 3 commanders. Cow kind of doesn't count. You can put a Honda behind a Cav as well. That kind of still not a bad option. Even the 5.5 Honda, not necessarily a bad option, but you got William. So we got William, Saladin, Nevsky, Mina. We kind of got 4 options here. And then Honda is like a backup option. Khan, 5511, yeah, even at max kind of doesn't work. Now the other kind of option comes in here where, like at the moment, I know that I just mentioned to someone that if you're not a rally leader, don't worry about Attila, but that didn't used to be the case. Now my Attila is 5111 and the Takeda is 5511. So I don't want to use the Takeda. But then I'm not too sure whether using a Attila primary and then kind of hiding the Nevsky behind it will be a bad call. Like obviously I'm gonna do a little less skill damage, but then the reason why you're using your Nevsky is not necessarily just the skill damage. It's more to do with how when you're surrounding a march, then you're making it take more damage, which you will still get when he's being the secondary to Attila. But then that's just 5111. so confused. Irene MS. Yo, hey Irene, how are you going? Or should I say Miss Irene? I should probably say Miss Irene. Hello, Miss Irene, how are you going? Okay, so that's where the Attila kind of comes in. But then not necessarily I have to use Attila. Because if you have 4 commanders, so let's start with the Saladin. That's a very respectable Saladin. 5551. Very good. And we got the historically solid pairing of Saladin and William. Where's the William? Here. So Saladin, William, 5551 and 5551. I prefer Nevsky primary. Irene, I probably agree with you. No, not probably, I agree with you. And that's probably what we have to use as well. But let's see. Okay, so Saladin, William, I think that's kind of safe. So let's put Saladin, William here. Let's take it out. And then we can kind of worry about the other march. So we got... Now we got Nevsky. This is an option. We got Nevsky Mina. Let's say Nevsky primary. We got Nevsky Mina. That's an option. That's not the worst thing that I can do. Or behind the Nevsky, rather than a maxed Mina, we can put a 5-5 Honda. How many cav marches am I running, Irene? 2. So I have to run 2 cav marches. I'm saying have to because archer wise I just got 1. Okay, so we can do that. That's option 2. Option 1 was the Mina. And then if we kind of want to think about option 3, then would be Attila and Nevsky, but the other way around. Now, if it was a maxed Attila, then I would probably go with the Attila. But then, if it was a maxed Honda, I would probably go with the Honda. But then because the Attila and the Honda isn't maxed, and maybe if the Mammoth was maxed, I could have considered that as well. Because nothing else is maxed. I think I kind of gotta go with Mina, right? I run Nevsky, William, and Salamina. Nevsky, William, and Salamina. Nevsky, William, and Salamina. Nevsky, William, and Salamina. Go with the maxed Mina with Relic. Chilsey, that's a good call. And Irene, that's a good call. Saladin YSG. Irene, I'm using the YSG with the Ramses. So a separate archer march. So Chilsey, I like what you said about the Mina with the Relic. Yes, Mina got a Relic as well. So Mina's Relic kind of makes him good. Aussie Nuts, sup, hey man, how are you going? But then I kind of like what Irene said as well. Guys, change of mind. This is why I'm doing it live on chat, because it helps us all think with all the options and kind of talk it out, right? So I think that's a better option actually. So we should go with Saladin and Mina. Now, why should we go with Saladin and Mina? Because we want a little bit of tankiness in each march. So that in that march, Saladin is the tanky one, right? So this one, this is not gonna be everyone's favorite to hit. So we're gonna go with Saladin and Mina. So let's do that. And Nevsky and William, which is exactly what Irene said, and that definitely made a lot of sense. So then you got Nevsky and William. So in my situation, that makes good sense. Attila and Nevsky, not a bad call, but then Attila is not maxed, and then the Honda isn't maxed either. So I think this is the better call for us. Where's the William? Okay, here. So can't even do a full march of T5. Oh my god. Okay. So that's that. Okay guys, so far we got 3 marches and this is how they kind of look like. And we're kind of happy about it. So cav rally is gonna happen more often. So having 2 cav marches, not a bad call. I can reinforce rallies easily. And Archer, I got 1 march that kind of cover. Is this your main account, Tanzim? No, man, this is my alt. So that's the alt, the one we are talking about, and that's the main. So with the main one, we are not looking into it today, just covering the alt. Okay, so today is setting up marches for the alt and doing crafting for the alt. Now guys, what's remaining? Infantry. So we got to make 2 infantry marches. Now this is where it kind of gets confusing. Actually, before that, I want to see if I can skill up my, what is he again? CPO. So CPO is level 50, and do I have enough? I think I may have enough to take him. No, maybe not. Let's see if we can. How did you accept it in JST? Yum yum. Is it because you got Xenoviruses? No. So with 1365, if you want to get into 1365, 1365 will take you as long as you are not impacting their Imperium that much. So say for example, if you're under 65 million power with decent amount of kills, then you can get into 1365. With me, that was kind of the case. So it's 72 now, but I came in with like 65 and no kills. So I had 1 KvK where I had a lot of deaths and a little bit of fighting. So that's how it kind of worked. Can try to run 4 marches, not forcing out 5. Irene, I kind of wanna, even though what you said is right, and then a few of the other followers kind of mentioned that as well, kind of trying to take out 3 marches, but I definitely want to take out 5 because of the field presence situation. So personally, I'm not probably gonna take as good trades, but then I want to force 5 marches just so that on the days when it matters, I have 5 marches out. And if everyone thinks like that, then the KD has more marches. That kind of helps with, winning, I guess, in a way. Okay, so we got, what were we doing? We got the CPO. Now let's go with CPO's points. The reason why I'm doing this is if we make the CPO level 60, then we can use the CPO as a primary, which I can't at the moment at 50 or whatever level he was in. So that helps us make better decisions. The CPO with the support tree, definitely worth making primary. Okay, so he's 60 now. Let's do his talents. Now guys, we do have on our Discord, so if you're not part of our Discord, definitely check it out. So on our Discord, we do have talent trees for every commander, equipment guide, and so on. So that could be kind of helpful for you if you think. Now I forgot what I did. I think this is what I did there. Like, I don't want to go to Discord now and check, but I think this is what I did. And then what did I do with the other 2 points? I think I went there. Increase attack. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I went there. Okay. So I think this is how we did the tree. What's your RAM at? So Lemon, RAM is 5511. Okay. So CPU is done. Okay, now let's talk about the infantry options. Now, a 5551 CPO, that's like the best infantry commander that I got. Now, let's put it this way. So I want to take out the CPO as a primary. So CPO there. Actually, let's not do this. Let's have the conversation. What I just thought about something and that didn't make sense straight away. So let's redo this. So what are the primary choices that I have? CPO Honda, yeah, that's an option as well. So, but then let's kind of go through the choices. So I got CPO, that's option 1, or commander 1 actually. Charles, if I wanted to, I could have used him. He's 5535. So that's actually not a bad call. But then Charles is a backup. You don't go to Charles unless you really have to. So CPO, Charles, you know, Honda is kind of there. Now I got a 5511 Alex. 5511 is not really a bad Alex. It's kind of okay. CPO Chiok Tian Viet is a good call, but I don't have Chiok. Like I have him like at just 1. So we talked about Alex, and then Richard. I'm definitely not using Richard. Constantine, I really don't want to use Constantine. Now, what do you think about this Herald? 5115. Please cut the section of crafting and upload. I missed it, brother. Please cut the section of crafting and upload. Yeah, we haven't done the crafting yet, so we're gonna do the crafting rabbit. And after every stream, I upload it straight away. So even if you miss a part, you can obviously check it out later as well. So opinion, guys. Herald 5115. Do you guys think? Well, actually, let's put it this way. What do you guys think is? Oh, not that. Which one do you guys think is better? So CPO Herald or Alex Herald? Herald Alex and CPO Honda Irene. Both are decent march speed. Rabbit, seems I'm right on time. Yeah, didn't miss anything. So Irene, you're cutting out. Irene, you're cutting out Guan. So in your option, where's Guan? Don't we want to use Guan? So I know my Guan is low in this account. It's 5111. But then the silence and all of that, don't we want to use Guan still somehow in the situation? Irene, Harold's skill tree is better than Alex's skill tree. That's actually true. Alex has attack, Harold has skill. So skill is better than attack. That's true. Attack is probably better for rallies, but for open field, skill is probably better. Jack, we have AO in 1 hour. Please don't forget. Jack, aren't you gonna be in the stream with us so that you can remind me when to stop the stream and we can go do AO? None of it. It's not expertise. It's just gonna feel hospital. Florence, by that logic, man, the game becomes a lot less fun, right? So if you can't use any commander unless expertise, obviously it's better to expertise. But then, you know, you kind of have to play with what you have, right? Rapid Gaming, Alex Harold and Guan CPO. Alex Harold and Guan CPO. Yeah, that's an option as well. Holly, CPO Harold, Guan Alex. CPO Harold, Guan Alex. I actually like Holly. Or Holy. Sorry, I shouldn't have said Holly. It's Holy Jamong. Jumong? CPO Harold and Guan Alex. I was kind of thinking CPO Harold, Guan Alex myself, man. Jack, I will for sure. Thank you, man. Ruthless, Guan 551 with CPO 5551 is good. I tried before. That's not bad either, because that way I get to have Alex Harold or Harold Alex, whichever one I kind of decide to go for. Rabbit Gaming, I played the hardest AO of my life. There was no opponent, had to farm 10k. Hey man, that's actually harder than the hardest KvKs in Osiris League, because if there's no opponent, you're kind of stressing about farming. That's stressful. Yeah, I think Jomong's option is fine. Yep, Irene, that looks good. Harold's fourth skill will trigger rejuvenate, so you will get much more rage. Holly, yeah, Holy Jumong. Yes, that's definitely a good call, man. That's definitely a good call. So let's do that then, and let's see where we land. So we're going with CPO and Harold. Where's Harold? Harold, I actually think this is a better option than the other options that we were kind of considering. So that's CPO Harold. And that leaves us with one. Where's Guan? Guan and Alex. Okay. So let's have a look at the final outcome. We got Guan Alex. The Guan is 5111 and the Alex is 5511. CPO is 5551 and the Herald is 5115. We got Nevsky and William. Nevsky is 5511. William is 5551. Saladin is 5551, and then we got a Mina. Now, because we mentioned that this is like for a free-to-play, and I did a awkward thing in maxing Mina, and I'm not kind of using it. So if that wasn't the case behind the Saladin, you can use an Ethelflaed as well. So I'm talking to, I guess, the YouTube viewers that may see it later on and kind of thinking this is for free to play and why am I using Mina. So that's where you can put your Ethelflaed if that's the case. And then we got Ramses and YSG. I kind of don't like the Ramses here that much. I mean, he's alright. Nebu would have been a better option, but then that's why I'm gonna work on the Prime Boudica when she comes out, and then it's gonna be Boudica and YSG. And the rest of them I don't have the ability to work on. I can only work on one commander at a time on this account. Just have Guan with T4 and CPO March with T5. That's a good call. Did I not do that? Did I not do that? What did I do? This is T5 and this is T5 as well. Yep. Oh no, this is with T4. Yep, I definitely should have done it the other way around. Actually, you know what? I'm saving this for Ark. So I should probably kind of put all T5 at first, but then for KvK, what Irene says, definitely good call. Alex Max Rabbit, hey man, no, Alex is 5511. Ruthless, I'll just make CPO with Guan and Alex with Herald. That's actually a good call as well. Aren't you using army expansion? In this account, man, probably not. So on this account, I'm probably not gonna use army expansion. So can I make both? No, I can't use both T5. I don't have that many troops in this account, man, so probably not using expansion. So this making T5 is actually better out of the two. Thank you again, Irene. So T5 and the Guan Alex, we're gonna make T4. Yeah, that definitely makes sense. Guan Alex T4. We can have a bit of a mix, but actually let's just go with T4. But using mix is probably better in KvK, so I'll probably have done that. You have half as commander. Yes, man. So in this account, everything is kind of 5511. So in the other account, I'm kind of trying to focus on having things maxed and not investing in certain things. So I kind of try to play two accounts in two different ways, if that makes sense. Okay. Now, the thing we need to talk about is equipment. Now, let's see whether I can put equipment on these commanders first, the primary commanders that we're using. Use T4 if you don't have RSS. I can transfer some in, I guess, but yes, I normally, so that's a good point actually, Ruthless. So when I'm fighting in open field on this account, I normally use T4, but then when I'm filling flags and garrisons, I mean rallies, whatever, then I kind of use T5. Because I can't heal, I don't have the resources to heal T5 on this account, and I do the exact opposite in the other account. That's strong enough. Vince, thank you, man. Ruthless, that's good. Thanks, man. Okay, so now let's talk about equipment. So Saladin was the primary. Saladin does have some cav equipment, which is great. Now let's see if we can change that, refine that shrew. Can we? No, we can't refine that shrew. And who was the other cavalry guy? So let's do the cavalry first. Nevsky. And Nevsky has equipment as well. Now I got a blue item there. So is there a chance we can make that purple? So that's one of the things we need to look at as well. Let's let's go through the commanders and make sure that I have the best equipment on, or in terms of what I have, and then we'll do the crafting to see what else, how else we can improve. So Ramses, I got only one archer, and then he got the archer equipment. So one archer march. I'm just trying to see whether I can refine Ramses. I couldn't refine, right? No, I couldn't. Need more material. Okay, the next refine is definitely gonna make it expertise. I mean, specialized crit. And infantry wise, CPO needs to have equipment. CPO should probably get one got equipment, and Alex has equipment, so I should probably take off Alex's equipment and put it on CPO. At least then all the proper primary commanders, or the right primary commanders, have some sort of equipment. Now, as you can see, the quality of equipment is really low because without spending and grinding, it's hard. And on this account, I'm kind of doing neither. So this is more like a base starting level equipment that we can have, that we have, I guess. Nope, no blueprints. Is he a Trajan 5551? Hey man, no, then I could have kind of considered using him. He's 5511, and 5511 I kind of tried using, and it doesn't it doesn't give me good results, man. So that's why I'm not using him. Okay, so now all the commanders have, all the primary commanders have equipment. Now let's see what can we do crafting wise. Actually, before what we can do crafting wise, let's see if there's anything that we have that we can open. What do we have that can be opened? Now this is gonna give me fragment, blueprint fragment. So there's no point. It's not like we're gonna craft anything green. This is gonna give me blueprint, so no kind of point. And these ones, these are choice chests, so we can open when we're kind of working on it. So is there nothing that gives me equipment, like materials? I mean, sorry, not equipment, materials. Keys. Okay, we got 350 keys. Why not? Let's open them and see what we get. Does supply chest give equipment by any chance? I forgot. I mean, material. Does it? Doesn't look like it does. Nope. No material. And okay, so we're gonna go for the 300 crystal keys, and hopefully we get some more material from there, and then we're gonna look at crafting. Now crafting wise, guys, we got a dagger and a horn, and I'm explaining the dagger. I know the dagger wasn't a good call, but I did that because that was the first legendary accessory that I got from one of the gem events, so I kind of just had it. And then it took me a while to get the coins. Oh, we got a full... Okay, so this is not bad. We just opened 305 crystal keys, and we got Navas Control full group blueprint. Navas Control is OP, gives you cav health. That's really good. I don't think we can craft it, but that's really good. We got that. And we got legendary iron ore, so one legendary item. That's not bad for 300 keys. Usually I get a lot less. Wow, yes guys, that was pretty good. Thank you Lilith. Now let's go in. Let's have... Ooh, okay. So how do I buy this again now? Now that I'm on the computer, can I buy this on the computer? Does it let you? That's good value. Okay, let's see what we can do without. So that's definitely worth picking up. But then let's see what we can do without. And that's because of the full Navas Control that we just got. Now, I definitely do that, right? Guys. Wow. Got shoes for calves. Ooh. Vince, did I? Let's do let's do the shoes first then. So Saladin wanted his shoes to be specialized. Refine. So guys, we're gonna start with the crystal stuff. Or do ring first. As a mid spender, I would focus on infantry or cavalry. Callus. Or Calls. Infantry or cavalry. I think infantry. I think I did focus on infantry. That's why I'm probably saying infantry, but both is kind of okay. Miss Irene, both okay. Yes, that's good. That's true. Yeah, guys. So we are gonna do the refine first. So let's see if Saladin gets lucky. There's a 50-50 chance. So to get the refinement, let's hope we do. Archers are more expensive than both. Yes, that's true. Nope, not lucky. So hopefully the bad luck got covered with the epic item, because next up we are gonna craft a legendary and see how it goes. Okay, that's not bad. One more shoe and we can do the one more cavalry shoe and we can do the cloud racer, was it? Yeah. You still got VIP store? Oh, with gems? Nah, I kind of don't want to. I want to have those gems for wheels. So not trying to buy things on VIP store at the moment. Where is my store? Oh, there. So I bought the free ones, but then now it's with gems. So like we stop there. Okay, now let's go and craft. Now this is the obvious one. Obviously we're gonna do a ring. What we have so far is a dagger and a horn. Now the dagger was a mistake, but the dagger I got first from the event, so I did the dagger and it took me a while to get the horn. Now that I got a ring, obviously I'm gonna do a ring. Now if you have a choice, do the horn first and then the ring. So let's do the ring. Quick forge. So guys, fingers crossed. This is not an account where we can ever refine legendary things, so hopefully we get a crit. Good luck. Thumbs up in chat maybe, and maybe on the stream as well. So if you haven't dropped a like on the stream, maybe a good time to do that. Put dagger with Alex. Yep. David, wait, Ladus Rock, do horn first ever over ring as first accessory? Yes, I do the horn like in all my in my main account where I take things more seriously. I did a lot of testing and I like the horn more than the ring, to be honest. But then you're gonna put two accessories, so one ring, one horn, so very minor difference if you're doing the horn earlier, but I like the horn more. Hope you get the crit. Vince, thank you, man. Irene with the dabs. David, I'm in KvK 3 and I hope dagger. Then I have dagger blueprint. Should I wait for Season of Conquest to build horn first? Yes, David. Don't do the. Maybe do the ring and horn for your first match and don't do the dagger. I did the dagger, wasn't worth it. I will leave for better luck. Hey, Ruthless, no, stay, man. Don't leave. We get there together. All right, let's do this. All right. Let's say my prayers in my head. Okay, God, please. What happened? Well, why did this screen come? I forged it. Did I get a crit? I don't know. Why did you come? You don't normally come. Forging a piece of equipment with... Oh, I did? Oh, guys. The reason why I don't know. The reason why I don't know why this lady comes, and when this lady comes is because I never get a crit. Dave, man, with the caps, so the bot kind of doesn't like the caps, so you can, I know you're just doing the caps because why you're excited, but let's not do the caps. Just Do the normal chat, Dave. Ruthless lol. Yes, man, lol. Okay, so anyways, yeah, she's talking a lot. Okay, we'll pick a special talent. Let me see the screen. Oh, did I? Okay, guys. Why did it all disappear? Why did it disappear? See how it's not there? Okay, it's bugged. Okay, what if I leave this screen and come back? What happens then? Yeah, it's still there. Okay, it's still there. Still there. Well, it's bugged because my system doesn't know how to handle a crit, which is because I never get it. Okay, so we're there. So now that you know all my marches, which march do you think we're gonna go for? Yum yum cookies. Yep, that was close. So guys, infantry, Irene. So wait, when you're saying for the infantry, do you think it's for the Guan or do you think it's for the CPO? I'm happy to see this. Vince, thank you, man. Which one go first, ring or horn? Most people say ring. I like the horn though. CPO. Okay. So, what's your main infantry or cav? Well, in this account, kind of neither. So it's like all over the place. Okay, guys. Why not the archer? Why not the YSG? Because you know how, like now I got Ramses, but then I'm going to the next commander that I'm gonna focus on is Boudica. Don't know how long it'll take to back SAR, but then I got the maxed YSG there. AA has just subscribed. AA, thank you for your sub, man. Hopewell, infantry. Okay, Irene, archers get melted too fast. And that's actually a good call. So the infantry march, that's actually a good call. So the archer marches are gonna die faster, so you get less out of your archer march. So putting an archer speciality on this type of an account where most things are 5-5. If it was my main account, I would do it archers, no conversation. But because I do have a lot of good archer equipment and commanders there. But then for this account, maybe going for the CPU is a good call. What Irene is saying and what now Ruth is saying. Ruthless is saying, not Ruth. I made you sound like a woman, Ruthless. I called you Ruth. So yeah, and actually everyone is saying go infantry, hit it. AA is only the funny one said go integration. Hey man, why do you hate me? Why do you hate me? Okay, so we are gonna go with popular demand, and we are gonna go with infantry because what again Irene said makes quite a lot of sense, and everyone else supported that as well. So infantry it is. So I'm pretty sure that's the good call, and we get base health special for the special effect. Confirm. Yay. Special talented ring of doom. So in this almost free to play account, we got one crit with like 4 legendary items, and in the main account with like 35 legendary items, I got 2 crits. And that's why I didn't kind of know how the crit screen looks like that a random lady talks. Now CPO, where are you? Take your ring. Where's CPO? Why is it star level? What should it be? Star level? Rarity? Nah, I want to go by star level. The default one is better, kind of. Okay. CPO. So what do I drop? I drop the book. What do you guys think? This one, I know what I want to drop, but just checking with you guys. Which one do you think I should drop? The Silent Trial or the book? By book, I mean like the epic book. Ancient Stratagems. Ruthless. Congratulations. Amen. Thank you. Hope they put gathering skills there. No. Clyde conversations. Thank. Drop Delane. Silent Trial, of course. Delane. I don't have Delane. Silent Trial. I mean, Silent Trial. Let's see the stats. Wow. Guys, I was actually gonna drop stratagems. Oh, why am I not on the same page with the rest of the worlds? I was gonna drop stratagem, man. I think stratagem is... I don't think stratagem is really good for open build. Irene M. Irene, good book is better. Okay. Now I'm just trying to see. You need every bit of troop on the field. Drop book. Book is better. 10 rage is useless, I guess, since you have no troop capacity. That's actually a good point. Since I have... So the point that I'm kind of agreeing to, since you have no troop capacity. So see how... Actually, I'm not thinking right. So for the main account, I find the book useless because I got higher VIP there, and then you can take out more troops. I'm always using a 50% capacity, and that's when the book kind of doesn't make sense. Now, in this case, the book is not actually that bad. So... Like, why am I doing that? So CPO dropping the book, actually not the... I mean, dropping the lanes is probably not the end of the world. Now let's go back to CPO and let's take out that and put that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to check if I actually need... Because we can dismantle that, right? Like, how many accessories do I have? I need 10 accessories in total. So let's see if we have 10. Where's the accessories? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got 8 in total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, can't even count. Okay, again, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I got 9 and I got 3. So that's 12. So I can delete 2, right? Am I doing it right? 2. Since you have no troop capacity, okay, that I read. Ruthless, and give Alex book with dagger. Okay, we can do that. Now... Guys, I'm never gonna get up to 6 marches. I'm gonna mostly play with 5 marches here. Or am I? Because you know how nowadays you get crystals, even as a free-to-play, you get more crystals. So what do you guys think? Should I dismantle 2 of these items or no? Now, Ruthless, I'm gonna go do the Alex thing, yes. No, I'm not using, I mean, Guan. Now, Guan got horn and book. That's actually alright. The dagger, actually, nah, that's actually not a bad call. So give the dagger here, and then give the ring here. That's not bad. Okay. For now, let's not dismantle because I got 12. And if we do get to 6 marches, so this KvK we'll see if we get to 6 marches. If we get to 6 marches, then we will kind of regret dismantling them. So at the moment, we're going to keep them. Now, we can forge a little bit more. We can forge a little bit more. We can't forge that. Let's see how far are we. We are so far that we can't. Now, question. Should we wait till the end of the KvK, when we get to buy another ring, at least one ring and one, not at least one ring, one horn. Maybe we get to buy a horn for sure, and then maybe a ring as well. So 2 more accessories potentially by the end of the at the end of the KvK, at least 1, maybe 2. So should we craft, say for example, a novice control, maybe, or Shio's return, or save the material for when we get the ring or the horn? What do you guys think? I'm gonna go for the horn. So should we get the horn, or should we craft now? What do you guys think? I don't think we should craft now anymore. I think for now we focus on only accessories when it comes to legendary. What do you guys think? Now we can make that iconic. Are we gonna make that iconic? Of course we are going to make that iconic. Done. Okay, so that's the special most ring ever, right? Now are we going to make this Hope Cloak iconic? Probably not. Why are we not doing it? Because we are going to wait for when we can do the next accessory, and then we will make that iconic. How about that? That actually sounds good, right? Now if I dismantle this, and if I dismantle, so 1, and I don't know why I have that. Why do I have that? Let's dismantle that. We don't need that. Okay, so now if I dismantle that and dismantle 1, 2, 3. I think I can dismantle 1 more silent trial. No, I don't want to dismantle. So if I dismantle 2 purple accessories now, then we can actually forge a Mora's Web now. Is that worth it? Do I want to do a Mora's Web? Is the web really good? Normal attacks have 30% chance to reduce the target's defense by 4% and march speed of cavalry by 8%. Stacks up 3 times, so 12% defense reduction. Irene, don't go for the web first. You know what, guys? RSZ just subscribed. Thank you, RSZ. Ruthless. What will I do is craft infantry helm for 10 defense points. With crystal I get 2 more points health and save for another ring for Guan. So when it comes to a web, I don't think the web is for this account yet. I think I need to get more rings and horns, so I kind of agree with Irene what she's saying in terms of not getting the web. So web is good. You kind of want to have 1 web, but not yet when I don't have at least 2 rings and 2 horns. So that's how I kind of think. Now Ruthless is saying I should go for a helmet. This one, infantry helm. Now the infantry helm does give you a decent amount of defense, and that's really good. And then go for the ring later. Now why this kind of makes sense is because you're getting defense, and then when you're looking at your purple one, you're getting attack. So this is not necessarily good. is not necessarily good. So switching it over for a helm is not really a bad idea. Does not GIE. Means I don't know what that means, man. So that's not a bad idea. So for Cav, I don't feel like I have to do this, even though it's attack. Like Cav has defense, you know, other kind of places, but the infantry helm is not bad. But then when I kind of want to do the infantry helm is when I'm ready to have a second infantry item from the same eternal set. What I mean by that, or why I think that, is because if you look at the set, infantry set, so with 2-piece you get extra defense. So if I'm doing this, I think I want to do one other item, like when I'm ready to kind of do one other item, and that could be the boots, that could not the boot actually. Which other item had attack on it? One of the other ones has attack on it. Is that it? No, defense. That had attack, health, defense. Which one was I going to go for? Now I kind of looked into all of that a lot lately, and then I have put it into the Discord, but at the moment on top of my head I kind of don't remember. Use blue shield for health. So I do have the blue shield here on Guan. So I like the blue shield. I'm using the blue shield here. So do you think I should swap that over? This is kind of bad. I don't like that. So I want to change that. So for that, actually, you know what? Do I have another hope cloak? I don't have another hope cloak. So if I had another hope cloak, that's kind of an option. If I had Eternal Empire, that's an option as well. And then the helmet is not a bad option either. Craft another. You can stake attack stats for sleep. Yeah. Actually, that's a good idea. So let's kind of go for a swap here. Let's go for that swap for now. So let's give CPU a little bit more attack. And if I do a helmet, then he can get that. And then one, I can do Eternal Helm. And then later on, maybe I can do the boots. Or the gloves. Boots or the gloves, one of them. Probably the gloves. You can craft a legendary helm for Guan. Yes, that's what I was thinking. That's why I have the Guan slot free here. So what I want to do is dismantle the helm. That one. Dismantle. And I can go and do this. That sounds like a good idea. All right, guys. So second legendary forging of this stream. Now, whatever you did during the first one, I actually don't. If you liked the video for the stream for the first one, then if you like it again, then it becomes a dislike. So let's not do that. So we can do helm. And we can... Is that the infantry? No. Do I have the infantry boots? I don't think I have the infantry boots. Hope it'll get crit. Thank you guys. Irene, Vince, Everyone, Ruthless, thank you for the wishes. Let's go and let's forge it and let's see how it kind of goes. So Eternal Empire helmet it is. Let's go. Let's do this. All right, say my prayers again in my head. David, thank you, man. Let's go. Let's do this. All right. Okay, now we didn't get it this time, but then abracadabra. Yeah, nah, man. This time around we didn't get it because I kind of used up all the luck that I could have with Lilith in that last crit, and I'm not gonna get any crit for like another 2 years. So I kind of have to accept it, but that's okay. My Guan just became a little fancier, which is great. So that actually looks better now. Next up, 2 things I want to do. So I want to get... So now I can't do anything. So I'm out of all equipment all over the place now. So definitely I can't. So we will kind of look if there's anything we can... what's it called? Special talent, epic wise. But then target wise, next up, I'm going to go for a ring. And then I'm going to go for a horn. And I'm probably going to try to go for the boots. And that's the plan. Now let's just go through. Overall stats for Guan is fine. Yep, should be good this time around. Thank you. Now let's see if we can. We already checked we can't do this, right? Yeah, no, we can't. Now Alex doesn't have anything. Guan is great now. Yep. Guan is great. Again, thank you guys for being in chat and participating in the conversation, because it's a lot less fun to kind of just do what you want to do by yourself. It feels a lot better to have a conversation and kind of talk about the pros and cons together. So this is kind of a fancy Guan now. So thank you again, guys, for that. Now, so what we're doing now is we're looking for items that are not crit to check if there's a chance for us to refine them. So no chance to refine that. Boots, did we check? Refine. Nope. .38 defense, 21 HP, not bad. Yep. Again, thank you guys for talking through the process. So Ramses is fine. Which one did I not check? This one. So this one. Okay, so this is kind of not good. This is kind of not good. We need something better here. And we can refine the pants. So let's do a refining here. Gladiator pants for our Nevsky. We didn't quite get there. 75. So we need one more. Boots, we already know we couldn't do Saladin, so yeah, obviously we can't do this one either. You can use crystal for helm now, so you get more defense. You can use crystal for helm. When you say crystal for helm, what do you mean? Oh, okay, I know what you mean. So okay, sorry, I know what you mean. Completely forgot about that. I was thinking crystal as in the iconic stuff. Okay, so helm iconic attribute gives you defense, so I think we skip on that for now, because defense is good, but rather than defense, rather than picking up defense now, when we get the ring of the horn, we can pick up, what's it called, a bit more base stats, right? We're not too far away. We can do it soonish, I guess. So it's 100 and we need 180. So we can kind of do it soonish. Irene, is windswept boots better? Windswept boots. Let's check. I don't think it is, but let's check. Let's see the boost the crit gave you for the... Let's see the boost the crit gave you for the ring. So ring. Oh, okay. Yep. Let's have a look at that as well. Actually, I didn't check that. So let's see how much of a boost did we get. Because I never get crits, I don't know. So this one, let's check this one as well, because I again never checked. Oh, this is not crit. What am I doing? CPO. Where is CPO? Here. So you get an extra 15% increased damage by, rather than the 50% increase in damage, you get another 15% extra on top of the 50. Where's this Cav iconic health is better because cavalry equipment increases its health most. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. Ladus, there is a theory that was done with iconic. For infantry, it's best to iconic defense because infantry equipment and tech increases defense most. Actually, I haven't heard of it, but it makes sense, David. Whereas Cav iconic health is better because cavalry equipment. That actually definitely makes sense. So, saying that, because I'm going to do an accessory very soon, I might as well go for the accessory because that's then transferable rather than being just one type, I guess. Want iconic to be on the base stats that is boost the most of the troops. That actually makes sense as well. Definitely makes sense. Now, is there anything else I can kind of refine? Nope. Now guys, whilst I'm going through it, you can kind of see what I have as well, if that kind of interests you. Ruthless 5551 is your Nevsky. No, the Nevsky is so in the main account it's maxed, but on this account it's 5511. Now I wanted to change the chest and forge. Can't do that, can I? No, 21. I can't do that. So there's nothing that I have. So this is what I'm waiting for. So Cav defense, we need 9 more, and then I can get a better chest item for Nevsky. Now he has this at the moment, Winsep, and then he gets 4.5. Now, one of the things Irene was saying, since I'm using the chest from Windswept already, does it make sense to use the Windswept boots as well? Cavalry health 2.5. Now I can crit that obviously, and that helps a little bit. And then this is 2.5. So after crit, what? That's 3.5. Is it? And the set bonus, we get a bit of a troop attack. And what am I using now? Using the cloud races. Attack 5.5. And I'm not gonna crit it anytime soon. The reason why I'm not gonna crit it anytime soon is because I need to Saladin. I need to crit that on Saladin first, and Saladin's very close. And I want to see what's the case with Nevsky. Irene, and 2% attack for set bonus. Yeah. Yep, that kind of makes sense as well. So actually, this is 25, so this is kind of base. So that makes sense for me to dismantle that and then pick up the set bonus. Yep, definitely. Now when I do that, I'm thinking, should I swap it over from Saladin as well? Because Saladin is a little bit... Saladin and Mina versus Nevsky and William. My Saladin is... Well, with the Mina, does he make it the Saladin faster though? probably does. So I haven't kind of used that. But 10% march speed. What does William give you? I mean, Nevsky. Does Nevsky have march speed? Nevsky is faster. Definitely Nevsky and William is gonna be faster. I should probably switch it over. Yes, I should. So swap that and Saladin. Saladin march is quite fast, but this is definitely faster because remember how we went with Nevsky and William? So that's definitely going to be faster, right? So what we do is we give the better equipment to Nevsky because he's likely to be more targeted and faster. So the windswept set we probably give to Saladin. So Saladin takes that and we dismantle those shoes and we make windswept shoes for Saladin. That sounds like a plan. Dismantle shoes are in, yep. And then but doing the and then we do the shoes here, and that will probably be the end of the crafting today. Okay. Refine. We've got quite a few, so and we had to kind of use the most, so no luck. Finally the crit and Cav done. Keep Saladin it is. Saladin. Great, done. Okay guys, quickly taking you guys through the equipment. So this is, we're kind of at the end of the video. I think I got like 10 minutes before Ark starts. So just taking you guys through everything that we have done today. So we have done a couple of legendary forging. One of them we got lucky, and that was the ring. The other one was the helm. We didn't get lucky, but the final outcome is this. We're using Saladin and Mina. This is the equipment that we have on Saladin, and then we are using Guan and Alex, and this is the equipment that we have gotten on Guan, and that was a new craft. And then we went with a Ramses and YSG. Ramses' equipment, we didn't get a chance to kind of change it. And then we went with Nevsky and William. Now for Nevsky, actually, you know what? I'm going to change the pants as well. We are trying to give Nevsky the better stuff in a way, since Saladin is naturally a bit less of a target. So Saladin, you take the second-hand items from Nevsky. Sorry guys, I thought I was summarizing, but making some last-minute changes. So everything with crit kind of went to Nevsky. And then the CPO got the special ring that we made iconic, and then we got lucky with the crit as well, and this is what he has. And we can I not refine that? No, we can't. Okay, so we gave more of the attack type stats to CPO, and we gave more of the defensive stats to what's his name, Guan. And this is where we kind of landed equipment wise. Now let's have a look at the marches. I'm quickly going to show you the marches again. So this is how our marches look like. So a 5511 Ramses and a maxed YSG. The Ramses is going to be changed with a Boudica Prime when she comes out, and that's that. And then we're using a Saladin and Minamoto. Saladin 5555, and the Minamoto was maxed. Now if you're completely free to play, obviously you're not gonna have a Mina. In this case you can use an Ethelflaed there. She's gonna do just as well. And then we got a Nevsky and William. Nevsky is 5511, William is 5551. We are using a CPO and Herald. The CPO is 5551 and the Herald is 5115. We are using a Guan and Alex. The Guan is 5111 and the Alex is 5511. Now in future, ideally I would like to make the Guan 5115 5, but then it'll take a lot of time. So for now, I just have to live with it. Stream your Ark. So today I'm doing Ark in the Farm Alliance, so it's just gonna be like, you know, boring, not worth streaming. Good luck with the Ark. But again, the only thing I would do is Guan with CPO and Alex with Harold. Okay, Ruthless, you know what? So when we start fighting, we're going to stream obviously all the fighting that we do. So what we will do is the Infantry 2 marches, because this is where we had kind of quite a few different opinions, right? So we had Guan and Harold. I mean, we thought about doing Guan and CPO. If the Guan and the CPO was maxed and the Alex and Harold was maxed, I would definitely do the Guan and CPO and Harold with Alex. But then because they're not maxed, I think this is better. But what we'll do is we'll kind of change them around and try both and see how it kind of goes in real fight as well. 14 minutes Ladus. Okay, so now I think it's 8 minutes, Jack. So I'm gonna be there now and do the Ark. 10. So this is not a proper Ark. So I'm doing the Ark in a Farm Alliance, and we're not gonna be on Discord, and we're not even gonna, you know, like, we don't even have a plan. So I missed the normal Ark. So we're gonna do that Ark. It definitely not worth streaming. So guys, I'm gonna call it a day here, and tomorrow, remember, we're going to stream the 1556 KvK and obviously have a look at the 1412 KvK as well to see how that kind of ended. So looking forward to doing a stream tomorrow. Bye for today, and I will see you tomorrow. Thank you everyone, especially Ruthless and Irene and Vince and David and the other guys that help me out with all the decision making. So basically everyone that participates in chat, and also thanks to AA, SRZ and Yum Yum Cookies for your subscription. So I will see you tomorrow, guys. Bye for now.